Alright, Grandmixxer, General Court, hello.
What's good?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm in very high spirits today. I'm good. I can't complain at all.
We're here today to talk about Bongo in Brazil and the Bongo Dub project. And we're here with General Courts, who produced it.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about Bongo Dub?
Yeah. Where to start?
Start with the beginning, because I don't actually know the true beginning. Start from the beginning, like how, like the first person to play it, first person to send it, when you made it, everything.
Boy, if we're going deep into it, really and truly, there's no set date, but it's definitely like early 2000s. That's where it really starts. Hearing Bossman's Bongo Eyes, VIP, which is one of my Percy Ingle favourite grime instrumentals. That's where that really starts. That whole essence and just that tune and just the pattern, everything, the sounds, just that tune alone, one of my favourite grime instrumentals. So forward to 2015, I've been messing around with Fruity Loops on and off for like 3 years. Never really doing anything proper until I linked up like Wig Power Mandem, like on a proper thing, like do the beats, Grandmixxer. I've known Travis T from when I was young, so through knowing Travis T and mashing works alongside Travis T and joining up with the Wig Power label in like 2012, getting around Dula beats, like mashing mad work with the production, like just picking up on little things, how like he's using the FL Studios or whatever DAW was using at the time, but just getting to grips with how to actually make beats and properly put tunes together and choosing your sounds, and you know what I mean. So from 2012 onwards, being in this environment, this Wig Power energy and vibe and way of doing things and the music, and yeah, got into making productions. So 2015, messing around, just bootlegging, refixing, just for the sake, just getting to mess around with my DAW. Just seeing its different functions, like, and I realised there's a function that allows just chop up the beats and I could easily rearrange it, and I was like, okay, cool. But then I said, you know what if I actually just sampled beats like properly, like just actually cut out the sound that I actually want, and like add my own sounds or whatever sounds that I find that I like around that. And I said, you know what, everyone makes a lot of bootlegs, there's a lot of remixes of favourite old school grime tunes and whatnot. I was like, let me attempt to have my go. So about, early, like mid 2015 or so, I think I started this project on my Fruity Loops. Got the Bongo Eyes VIP, chopped out like 2 sounds out of it that I wanted, messed around, added my kicks, added my hi-hats, my synth bass, whatever I was adding, I added claps, whatever's in there. And yeah, I made a tune and came to where we are right now, the HQ, the genesis of a lot of stuff. So yeah, I came into the HQ, showed the man them, we was mixing actually, I didn't even show man, we were just mixing, and I had it exported on my USB. And I said, frig it, like, let's just have a mess around. Started mixing it, all the man, I'm like, raw, what's this? Who made this? Who made that? It's like, raw, yeah, it's just me, like, I made this recently the other day, like, messing around. And I'm like, raw, no, we need that one, send that to us. Like, I'll spin it on radio, Travis T. Grandmixxer, like, yeah, like, send us a copy. And on radio, we'll spin that, of course. I was like, alright, say no more. So.
Are you surprised how much it's like become sort of an iconic dub?
Yeah, do you know what? Me and being my harshest critic, I wouldn't even go as far as saying iconic, but I would definitely say,
we got all the DJs that's asked me for Bongo Dub over the years as well. Like,
well,
on the low, like I personally like said, raw, that Bongo tune. A lot of DJs will ask me, raw, in the DMs, on the low, like, raw, that Bongo tune, who made it? Like, it's deeper than, like, it's iconic, trust me, on the diva. Just from a point of view of usage as well, like how man's been using it, like things like yo, So, but anyway, I'll let you continue. As I say, it is iconic though, isn't it? Like,
But yeah, and this is the thing, like as Mixxer said, like what people ask him. And yeah, that's definitely one of my instrumentals I've made that I get asked about the most. It's the most requested. So yeah, it's yeah, I guess it's my biggest tune. And yeah, this is why we're here now, because of this tune. And it seems like it's finally gonna see the light of day. And yeah, I'm so grateful. So big up every single person that asks for the tune, that actually has it and play. This is another thing as well. Only 3 DJs have the tune. Myself, DJ Travis T, and Grandmixxer. Like officially, if there's other DJs out there with it,
it's not the real one.
It's not the real one.
It's a remake. Certain man,
but yeah, so for the only 3 DJs playing it for the last, what will be 2023 now, last 8 years.
It's done a lot.
Yeah.
That is what we call iconic. Only 3 people played the tune.
And did you think in your wildest dreams like this is gonna be like bongo in Brazil, across oceans, across continents, into like what? Brazil Grime show?
You know what? Big up the people of Brazil, because honestly, you guys, like, oh man, the love that I get from you guys in Brazil, it's crazy. Just getting appreciation for what you do anyway, like it's a blessing. Like, I'm grateful for it. Like, if 5 people come to me and say, like, "Coach, really enjoy what you do, like your DJ and your productions," I appreciate that. I love that. It makes me feel good. Like, I don't have to have millions of people telling me, like, could be 5, could be 10, could be 100, could be 1,000. It doesn't matter. Like, just the amount of people that actually are in Brazil, that I know of being in Brazil, messaging me, it's mad. So I look forward to eventually meeting up with all of you, because your vibes is great. And yeah, man, the people of Brazil, you lot are lit. You lot are lit. That's the term, that's the phrase the kids say nowadays. You lot are turning up over there. And, yeah, can't wait to meet you all. And I love the reception that I'm getting for the tune. Mixxer, I should ask you, bro, like, when you first heard the tune, what was your thoughts on? Yeah, what is it about, just in general when it comes to your selection, what is it about that tune that made you think, yeah, that has to be in there?
For me, Bongo Dub, I can't remember the initial reaction, but I remember I was touring with Nov. So it's come in the middle of when I'm active with Novelists and we're doing our thing. So I remember it missed Carnival. Remember I played Carnival and I was going in so much, they locked me off Carnival that I weren't allowed to play. Security guards were
I was a witness still.
Security guards tried to move to me for the way that crowd was going too crazy, so I got locked off Carnival. But it came after that, but I remember being on tour and I remember the first place me playing it, I think live with Novelists, apart from on radio, would have been Paris. And for me, there's a few tunes that I've played and it's like instant turn up, like just instant turn up. This is one of the tunes that personifies everything that I want to do when I'm playing music as a DJ. Not only I love the energy behind it, it's like the placement of everything, the energy it serves a purpose for me on the turntables, for me to be able to display what I want to do perfectly. Like the amount of different chops and styles that, even though only 3 DJs have played it, the amount of different flavors we've given you from just our own styles of chopping it and effects, and the way that I will work it with Mez, the way that you will work it with your MCs, the way that Travis will work it with his MCs, we all work the tune differently. And I think like it's a tune that personifies the whole energy of what we are looking for. Me personally anyway, as a DJ, Grandmixxer loves that sound, and any tunes I get that can do what that tune does, I'm looking for those. So it was like, as soon as I heard it, I knew what it was. And then when we started using it, it became more deeper. Like, and this is the part where we don't get to decide, because we play what we have and we play what we like. But you guys decide what's the crazy tunes, and you guys have said this is a crazy tune. Like wherever we play this is, and it's like perfect. So it's an honor to be able to have my friends, my actual friends, make music that the whole world loves. Do you know what I'm saying? Outside of my production, outside of what I do in DJ, and it's great to have my close people to me be able to experience, like, this beat's bigger than all of my beats. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? So, like, and I love my beats. My beats are huge. So, like, it's just good, man. It's good to be able to share that energy with people that you care about and people that you love. And also to give it to you, because it's only been good energy off it. Like, even Mez's vocal, when Mez got it vocaled, he's got legends of the grime scene on that. You ain't heard no tune as deep as that. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, Raw, Discarder, Jammer,
Hyper on that
Flirty D. Like, come on, man. Like, it's too much. So Wiley even. So, yeah, like, it's a big tune, and it's just beginning, innit? We're gonna share that love with the world now, innit? Like, so hold tight, the Brazilian people, innit? You get me, car? Like, you felt the love in the same way, innit? So yeah, you guys are getting, you know what I'm saying? I look forward to hearing.
All right, so we've had some questions from Brazil Grime Show and fans in Brazil. They want to know a few things about you guys, and one of them is like, what are your biggest like references?
Let me start this one.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, it's easy for me. It's Mac 10. Mac 10, Jammer. That combination of Jammer production and Mac 10 DJing, then Jammer tunes, and then everything else he was playing, that made me want to do what I'm doing now, innit? Like, no one else, not no other sound, not no other DJs. Like, this Mac 10 was my start, innit, of me, like, thinking, yo, just, like, raw. Just raw. I'm not gonna get into the rest. The rest is Grandmixxer. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But it was raw initially, like, just raw. And then me thinking that, like, raw. Even though I had studied turntablism and DJing, because I was super into this when I got into this, I looked at everything, all different styles of DJing all around the world. But I still didn't think like what Mac 10 was doing was kind of humanly possible at that young age when I'm listening to him. So, like, that just gave me this just something wonderful, and that influenced me, innit? So that's initial, and I would say just the sound, the underground grime sound, dark garage, whatever you want to call it, that whole period of music where it's changing, early 2000s, Soul Solid, like Wiley, Youngster, you know what I'm saying, Johnny Cash, you feel me, Jammer, Genius, Target, Heinzie D, like all of the original dons, you get me, like their sound, like that also influenced me, innit? But it's mainly because Mac 10, what Mac 10 was playing, innit? Like, bam. And then obviously once you get into it, you get your decks, you start expanding and you learn yourself. But Mac 10's the one that made me want to do all of that. So it's easy, that was it. And Nasty Crew, because I started listening to Nasty Crew tapes, and that's how I heard Mac 10. Hold Tight Dreamer in the East. You get me, Dreamer in the East. Back in the day, I was listening to Nasty, listening to Deja, I put me on. And that was, I think I'll go check him and just listen to pure Nasty Crew, like no long thing, like. So yeah, that's me personally, that's the start for me.
My biggest reference, do you know what? I'm gonna say Dizzy Rascal, 100%. When it comes to my ears taking in grime music, it's all Dizzy Rascal, the beats, the bars, Dizzy Rascal, and then even at the same time, Wiley.
Yeah.
Beats, bars, everything about grime that I was like to take in from an early age, it's from them two. Like, definitely ran the whole Roll Deep sort of crew. Like, my cousin, he brought me into grime basically. So all the first set of bars I'm hearing is Dizzy Rascal. First set of beats I'm hearing is Dizzy Rascal, Wiley, you know, D-double-E. So yeah, that's where it all starts. But as the biggest reference, yeah, definitely be like Dizzy Rascal and Wiley. Yeah, 100%. That's everything.
And
yeah.
who would you say is like, who are your favourite grime artists?
Favorite grime artist? I'm gonna say of all time. Do you know what? It's Wiley. Wiley, you think?
Nah, definitely
It's him.
So I'm gonna give a couple, innit?
I was gonna say, but I'll just say it was Wiley, definitely, yeah.
Wiley, obviously Double.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, Mez is in there right now.
Definitely.
I'm gonna say one that people, underground one, Delusion, Cold from every time I hear Delusion spit, it's just mad. So I'm gonna say Delusion, because that's just like, you know what I'm saying, that's a wild card that no one would expect me to say. And the fifth MC is gonna be any MC that's going in at the time, that's truthfully going in, like that's controlling their era. So like right now we can say P Money in it. You know what I'm saying? P Money goes in, he's been going in, but he's controlling the era appropriately. So yeah, like I'll make the fifth MC be whoever you think is the coldest, and like, and right now P Money's there and like that. So but Wiley though, if you're gonna say all-time great, yeah, like indestructible within this thing called grime, Wiley in it. Nothing like that's only fair in it. If you were to say anyone else, like Wiley could say to you, but what about this? Yeah. And then you would be your whole thing's broken down. So yeah, Wiley.
But yeah, also big up Mez, because of talking current grime wise. Yeah, 100% Mez is up there. Like cold energy, bars, the tunes. This is another thing as well. Like the total package with these artists. Like you can be sick. Like you have the bars. You can go to a set, bad out radio all day, every day if you want. When it comes to that EP time or that album time, if you ain't got nothing, then it's like good, but you're falling short, and it's like you can't be in that conversation of.
Yeah, can you hold a session? Yeah. Like, I've seen Mez hold sessions, produce the beat in the session, record on his own mic, own computers. Like it's more than just what it looks like. So yeah, that's why we're putting him up there right now. And anyway, for the man, so. A
lot of great up and comings as well. You got artists like Duffy doing his thing consistent. So I want to hail up Duffy. But yeah, if you're talking favourite all time, Wiley's one of the favourites now. Mez. Yeah.
And what are you guys listening to outside of grime right now?
Jeez, what am I listening to? I'm listening to a little bit of everything. I'd say a little bit of everything. I don't listen to a lot of radio. Like when I'm in the car or whatever, I listen to radio. But being home, 2023 technology now, you got your YouTube, you got your Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. So when I'm going through YouTube or Apple Music, I'm listening right now. I've been listening to some house music and some funky house. And artists, I haven't got the names. I'm just listening to mixes and compilations. So I'm just letting it run. And due to reference and go back. But I'm just doing house right now. A little bit of the drill music. I like drill, but I'm not gonna say I don't like it. I just don't listen to it a lot. But there's some tunes out there that it is the vibe. Like whatever the lyrics are, it's just a bunch of madness that I don't condone. But the vibe behind it is cool. But there's still a little bit of drill. But I don't listen to grime, you know. Away from making grime or listening to the music I'm sent or just taking in little bits here and there from the scene when I'm like on social media from what I see or what gets put out on my Bandcamp or Apple Music. Away from that, like, I don't really listen to much grime. Like just for easy listening when I'm traveling, going to work or going to the studio, like I'll listen to something else that I might even then get inspiration from. So that's another reason why I don't listen to one specific genre all the time. I might even listen to some things you might not even think that folks would listen to. Wow.
Like what?
Do you know what? I don't like even now to house music. I don't think people think I'm a house music person. Like, but then again, if you listen to my radio show, you probably shouldn't be surprised because I'd say the variety.
There's a dance music element in it.
Yeah, it's different.
100%.
It's not a straightforward typical grime music show. Like I'd say. I think it's not conventional. You've got a little bit of bass music in there, funky.
If you're gonna ask what I listen to right now, I listen to General Quartz's radio show. That's the only grime show that I listen to, other than if someone hollers at me and says, listen to this for this reason, to hear something specific, I'll listen to that. But personally, right now, I listen to General Quartz's radio show. Crazy. I listen to my radio show. Super crazy.
And what are you listening to that people wouldn't expect Grandmixxer to be listening to right now?
I listen to some George Clinton lately, and Rick James in general. Right now, Sean Price, and then just my usual. My playlist is 98 to 2001. Like that's my heyday. That's my playlist. So I've got my playlist, and I flip through. music is many things to me, so I feel like I explore a lot of new music in what I do, and that takes a lot of away from my new music energy for anything else. So when I listen to other musics, I explore them, and I listen to tunes I've listened to a million times before and find new things in them and love them more. That's me. So right now, yeah, I'm listening to that. That's what I'm doing. George Clinton, Rick James, and Sean Price.
And how important do you think it is for like a grime producer to listen to other genres?
It's important to listen to music in general. Like, it's important to, like, I can't tell you how you feel about music, but me, I have just, through being able to make music now, I have a general appreciation for nearly all music. Now, I heard some Atomic Kitten the other day, and I had no appreciation for it. I was like, what was this? I was like, how did they even sell this in the 90s? Like, so there is some music that you don't have to appreciate, and most of it is pop music from the 90s, like rubbish pop. But other than that, any kind of music that's organic and made by people that like love playing instruments, I feel it like in a way where I have to appreciate it. It controls me, and that's how I judge music. So did I answer the question?
Yeah, you answered the question. All right. So do you guys listen to drill?
Yeah, I listen to drill. I listen to it. It's just the music from the estate, innit? So drill is what grime was in 2004 to like people that are from the estate or ethnic cultures in Britain. Like, grime is our music that we created, no matter like poor white people, poor black people, poor Asian people, poor everyone. That's who created grime. And drill, if you look at drill, it's the same section of people, just 20 years in the future. And they call their thing drill, and it's got slight differences. But if you look at the clothes that they wear the same clothes that grime artists wore in 2004, 2003. It's just the same section of the community. So it's our local music. So of course you hear it, you can't but not hear it because it's everywhere. Especially where I grew up from, there's a lot of famous drill artists from here and down the road and all over the place. So this is a part of what's always been around. But it's just underground culture, innit? Like, it's just the music that black people make in the UK. It's like music that black kids make. Back in the day, it was jungle. Jungle turned into grime and garage and all of that, and then now it's drill. It's just the music that the young black people make in the ends, and then like people catch on to it and then commercialize it, and it turns into something else. But yeah, that's what drill is, isn't it? That's why I listen to it. It's the music of the people, young people, that is.
So we know that Brazil Grime Show has obviously got a lot of very, very sick episodes. What are your favourite?
Jeez, you know what? Definitely gonna say big up Dinny Boy.
Yeah.
See anything with Dinny Boy, it's due to be
cold.
Yeah, right. Still, Dinny Boy's a whole DJ.
Big boy DJ.
100%.
Me personally, also anything saying to cut him.
No.
Anything with Semiseria, SD9, Chala, K-Brum, many others, you know what I'm saying? I want to big up Yesicool, big boy producer out there. I want to big up Ant, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Big him up, like, but I listen to just for the overall thing, like, do you know what I mean? I listen to it differently to how I listen to maybe the grime when I listen to a show, a UK show, and I appreciate it in a different kind of way. But those are my personal favorites. Like, every time I hear SD9, every time I hear Semiseria, every time I hear a few other people, but you'll see in it on the Bongo project who we're listening to and who we're rating, you know what I mean?
Is there an unreleased a cappella you can treat us to today?
Of course.
Always.
Seems we're in my studio. If he was in Quartz's studio, Quartz has got something as well. We've got a couple things there as well. But rather in my studio, so I'm gonna hit them up right now. Let me just turn this up. Let's see what I got. There it is.
pressure, this I'm on a righteous, so it's still I see man hell. Bad mind, can't prevail. See them use and they set up to fail. Tyrone one, deep pressure, this I'm on a righteous, so it's still I see man hell. Bad mind, can't prevail. See them use and they set up to fail. One, here we go. Deep pressure, this and I'm a righteous man, just like Jose Lassie. 2-2 rice, what did they go see by see? I'm on a messy, we did Nottingham, daddy, did he don't with your fussy? Deep pressure, this and I'm a righteous man, just like Jose Lassie. Musical man got one bag of pitney, so you don't know I'm a popper like Natty. My name's T, push this and I'm a righteous man, just like Jose Lassie. You get a kicking at your teeth like Jackie. Man, I'm way too chatty. Stop running off your gum to do with salt fish patty. Name's T, push this and I'm a righteous man, just like Jose Lassie. You wanna do it on the steps, ask Ratty. You wanna do it on the steps like Dominic, so do little Vassy. T, push this and I'm a righteous, so it's Lassie man hell. Bad mind, can't prevail. See them use and they set up to fail. Tyrone one, T, push this and I'm a righteous, so it's Lassie man hell. Bad mind, can't prevail. See them use and they set up to fail. One, here we go. With the T, push this and the righteous man, just like Jose Lassie. Fighting over down, but it's not my Lassie. Fighting up.
Yes.
Trust me, exclusive, old type meds. Trust me. And guess what? He lost the original beat. I can't lie, nah, this is a sad story because the original of that tune, I didn't make it. Mez made a sick beat, sick everything. One of my favourite ever Mez tunes, and because Mez buys like 10 computers in 10 weeks, it got lost. So I just like, right, you know, I'm taking that a cappella and I've got my own version of it, but who knows, the world might not ever hear that. Yes, so I want to big up my whole Brazilian grime show family. I want to big up General Courts, you get me, the producer of Bongo Dub. I want to big up Alia, my record label partner in SLSA, you know what I'm trying to say. And like, lastly, I want to big up you guys, the fans in Brazil, and the DJs, the MCs, the crews, the up and comers, the bootleggers, everyone involved in your emerging music. Just make sure you enjoy it and you share the love that you guys are getting, and don't listen to no one from the UK. Don't let no one tell you about what you're doing is wrong and there's a certain way to do it. You guys do your own thing, grow it the way that you want to grow it, because your numbers are bigger than ours. And yeah, man, do your thing, man. So enjoy the thing, that's all I want to say. And much respect and love, and I know that Courts has got some words as well.
Yeah, man, just want to big up the whole of Brazil. The whole of Brazil. Like, you lot are amazing, and the support you give us over here in the UK, much appreciated.
We feel it still.
Trust me.
Yeah, man. Big
Trust me, you guys are amazing. So I love what you guys are doing. Keep doing it. You're working hard. You're murking. You lot got vibes. And this is what it's about. This is what it's about. Like, guys, one love. We love what you're doing. Look forward to seeing you guys.
See you soon.
Thanks for all the love and support.